Good morning, beloveds. I probably lost 3 pounds when I changed clothes when I got home. My clothes are soaked from sweat. It's definitely summer. It's definitely warm out there. So please drink plenty of water and take your precautions because it is warm. And I've already had, let's see, probably about 36 ounces of water this morning. So, yeah. I'm a little distracted. Foster's sitting next to me. He's snuggling down. Let me see. Here. You can see a cam meow. There we go. That's my foster boy. His name is Foster because he was supposed to be a foster, and then Gabby fell in love with him, so. What you didn't see is he has absolutely gorgeous green eyes. And if you get him in the sunlight, he's actually a dark chocolate brown. He's just gorgeous. And he's sweet. He's sweet. He's got a very good temperament. I mean, all of my cats, well, I take that back. I was about to say, all of my cats have really, good personalities. They're really people cats. And there's Gabby, and we got her when she was a year old. She was put in a box and pushed into Target, and she's angry, and she's 16 now, and she's mellowed a lot, but she still has one voice, and even if she's happy, she sounds angry, and I'm just like, really, Gabby? But she's mellowed out and they all got good personalities. So all right, today is June 26th. Our title is This is the Best Day of My Life. This is the best day of my life. The genius of man is a continuation of the power that made him and that has not done making him. Emerson. All right. I have faith in an unlimited God, my own unlimited possibility, and an unlimited world in which I function. I see all restrictions as temporary negative experiences which can be healed by my highest thought of God. Today, I am destined to live as a free agent of an unlimited mind which knows only my possibility and is not interested in my own wrong beliefs. God wants me to express him today. God is not finished creating, and his plan for me unfolds with certainty and with precision. I let mind be in me what it has planned to be, and my success is sure. This 24 hours is my opportunity to provide the reality of truth, to prove the reality of truth. At every moment, the mind of God leads me into my good. I am never forsaken and never left alone. No human opinion can govern me, and no wrong decisions can be made. By my recognition of God as my own real self, the one presence actually controls my environment, and divine mind dominates my thinking. This negates all evil. I am free to express perfect life. I behold myself as a successful outlet of divine ideas and a joyous creator of lasting benefits. I think rightly of God, of myself, and of my fellow man. Today, I am born afresh of the Spirit. No past beliefs hold me in bondage, for God in this day knows only the good of this day. His mind in me holds no carryovers from yesterday. My past mistakes are nullified, and I shall never again believe in two powers and their resultant disunity. I have one God, and that one is the power in me to produce for me that which I select. I have good cheer, for I see nothing but good before me. Today is the day of victorious results, bringing to pass greater demonstrations than I have ever known before. Prosperity of all kinds is mine because I let the divine mind produce it for me. All right. Well, we're not limited. We are not limited. We're not limited by God. We are limited by ourselves. We are limited by our beliefs. We are limited by the race consciousness. We are limited by what we allow. God is not limited. God is unlimited. And honestly, that concept is a little hard to grasp. Actually, it's a lot hard to grasp. Let me not mince words there. Unlimited is, it is beyond us. And that's okay. That's okay. But what it means is when we bump up against a limit, then we can look at the limit and go, well, this limit doesn't exist in God, therefore it does not have to exist for me. And so I can let go of that limit. I can move past that limit. I can push past that limit because the limit doesn't actually exist in God. It is something that has been temporarily created for me by me. And so I can let it go. Now, if I choose to keep it, then that's my choice. And I'm not going to make anybody wrong for the limits that they choose. So I like the title. This is the best day of my life. Every day can be the best day of your life. I mean, we're all going to have those days, but if we wake up with the intention to have the best day of our lives, then imagine what that could do. Imagine how that could change just how you move through the world. I mean, you may not have the best day ever, but if you wake up with the intention of having the best day ever, it might go a little bit better. And then tomorrow you try it again. You try it again until, yeah. So the genius of man is a continuation of the power that made him and that has not done making him. That's Emerson. And that's one of the things that they touched on in there. It's like, well, hang on. We're constantly being created and renewed by the power that created us in the first place, which means anything's possible. There is, I mean, if you just look at basic biology, the cells are constantly renewing themselves. Who you were 7 years ago. Like 7 years ago, every single cell in your body has completely changed over. You're a completely different person. That's how healing can happen. It's like the cells will turn over. All right. And that's just on the material plane. Spiritual plane plays a little different. So I have faith in an unlimited God, my own unlimited possibility, and an unlimited world in which I function. So everywhere I look, it's unlimited. God is unlimited. My possibility is unlimited. And the world is unlimited. Anything could happen. I see all restrictions as temporary negative experience which can be healed by my highest thought of God. There is no limits in God. So if I meet up with that temporary limitation, then where do I go? I go to God, which has no limitations. Today, I am determined to live as a free agent of an unlimited mind that knows only my possibility and is not interested in my own wrong belief. And that's what I like. It's like God doesn't care about the limitations and the wrong belief. It's like when you meet people and they say, well, I don't believe in God. That's okay. That's okay. God still believes in you. And God still loves you. So you don't have to believe in God. You absolutely do not have to believe in God because God believes in you. Now, but we also think that God is a patterning intelligence, not a personality. So, he's not that old man sitting in the chair with a big book going, well, so-and-so doesn't believe in me, and so-and-so doesn't believe in me, and so-and-so doesn't believe in me. God gets on with creative, and you get on with your life, and then you move through. So, you don't have to believe, you absolutely don't have to believe in God. I know several atheists, and they're wonderful people. Because they get on with life without worrying about being judged by a power outside of themselves. Well, Science of Mind gets on with life because we don't believe we're being judged by a power outside of ourselves. We don't believe we're being judged. We do recognize that there is a power greater than ourselves, and we attempt to work with that power, sometimes more successfully than others. But as we learn, we know. So, we actually have a lot in common with the atheists. So God's not interested in our wrong beliefs. God has no idea we have wrong beliefs. God wants us, to express God, to express spirit, to express peace, to express happiness, to express all of those qualities today. God is not finished creating, and God's plan for me, for us, unfolds with certainty and with precision. The idea of God having a plan for us can be a little, but all God's plan is for us to have experiences. We get to choose the kind of experiences we have. I let mind be in me what it has planned to be, and my success is sure. This 24 hours is my opportunity to prove the reality of truth. At every moment, the mind of God leads me to my good. At every moment, the mind of God can lead us to our good if we are willing to listen. No human opinions can govern me, and no wrong decisions can be made, because I know who to listen to. I know to listen to peace and joy and happiness and creativity. I know to listen to that, not necessarily human opinions. Am I going to take human advice? If I need it, absolutely. But I'm going to know that when I go for that human advice, that I am activating the one mind in the person giving me the advice, so that I'm not taking human opinions. And you can do that. You can absolutely do that. If you want to get advice from someone, then you treat before you go get that advice, and you treat to know that the person that you are asking for that advice is in touch with who they are when they are giving you that advice. And that the advice comes from the source, and through them. So, if you're going to go get advice from somebody, treat for that. And then listen. And you have a greater chance then of getting actual advice instead of human opinion. So, there's no reason why you can't treat to get good advice. I mean, you can treat for anything. If we can treat for parking spaces, we can treat for good advice. By my recognition of God as my own real self, the one presence that actually controls my environment, and the divine mind dominates my thinking. So I want to make sure that I am using the divine mind. It's like, I'm using it anyway, but let me actually consciously use it. Because if I consciously use it, I'll make a better use of it. This negates all evil, which is the misuse of, and I am free to express perfect life, which is whole. I behold myself as a successful outlet of divine ideas and a joyous creator of lasting benefits. I think that's the mission today, right there. I think rightly of God, of myself, and my fellow person. I think rightly of, meaning I'm not limiting. I am allowing all of us, including God, to be who they are, to be what they are, to be the patterning intelligence, to be the unlimited, to be the whole. And for me and my fellow people, that we are children of that we are children of peace, of prosperity, of harmony, of joy, of happiness, of creativity. And we are unlimited. Today I am born afresh of the Spirit. No past beliefs hold me in bondage, for God in this day knows only the good of this day. God in this day knows only the good of this day, because there's nothing outside of that for God. God has no past or present, because God is not bound by time. We are, but God's not. God's mind in me holds no carryovers from yesterday. My past mistakes are nullified, and I shall never again believe in two powers and their resultant disunity. I know who I am. I know who you are. You know who you are. And we can take what we have learned from the past, but we can let go of the mistakes. We can let go of the guilt. We can let go of all of that. And we can move forward and do better. I have one God, and that one is the power in me to produce for me what I select. I still get to choose. You still get to choose. I have good cheer, for I see nothing but good before me. Today is the day of victorious results, bringing to pass greater demonstrations than I have ever known before. I mean, why not start your day out like that? Like, no. It's gonna be a good day. And it already has. For me. I mean, I've been up and out and running and being me. Prosperity of all kinds is mine because I let the divine mind produce it for me. Because I know who my source is. I know who my source is. I know that my source is God, and that everything ultimately comes from God. Now, it may come through other people, but it comes from God. And I'm not taking anything away from anybody else when my good comes to me, because there's enough for everybody. All right. So I told you I heard the mission. Our mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to behold ourselves as successful outlets of the divine ideas and joyous creators of lasting benefits. That's the mission. Successful outlets of the divine ideas and joyous creators of lasting benefits. That's who we are. That's who we are. We are divine distributors, and we are creative centers, and we are beloved children of God, in whom God is well pleased, always and forever. And it is in that notion that we can do something loving for ourselves, do something kind for ourselves, do something compassionate for ourselves every day. Every day. And it doesn't have to just be one thing. It doesn't. I like to start with one, and then tomorrow maybe you can do two, and then the day after that you can do three. But every day you deserve your kindness, your compassion, your lovingness. We're so busy giving it to other people that sometimes we forget to do it for ourselves, which is why I remind us every day to do it for ourselves. Because when we practice on ourselves, we do have more for other people. It's the way it works. It's like you can't pour from an empty cup, so you take care of yourself first. You take care of yourself first. And from there, we can move into, we don't have to take care of the world, but we can assist the world. Because there are things that we can do, It's not our job to fix anybody other than ourselves. But when we fix ourselves, it goes a long way to fixing the world. So, I encourage you, be a party to your own kindness. Be a party to your own compassion. Be a party to your own love. Love yourself. Love yourself. I do like that the Dalai Lama says that if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Because it's true. You deserve it. You deserve it more than anybody else. Your own. It's the truth. So, I encourage you to, one, if you're going to get out, do it early. Because the feels like it's already 90 degrees here. Please drink plenty of water. And if you decide to engage your mind and your body within the air conditioning, I fully support that because it's hot out there. But it's beautiful too. The clouds were amazing. It rained yesterday here, so the grass is really green. And nary a blue jay today, but the squirrels we saw a fair number of squirrels. So I love the park. I encourage everybody to go to the park, but right now do it early. Do it early. I got my face full of sun, so I'm set up for probably doing nothing today because it's Saturday and it's my day off. It is my day off. I fully caught into the idea of Sacred Saturday. It is the only day I have off during the week. And so I make the most of it by doing nothing. Nothing. I take naps. I snuggle with my cats. Nothing. So, catch me on Sunday. I work on Sunday, so. All right, beloveds. I hope that you have a sacred day, whatever your sacred day is, where you do nothing. You do nothing. If you don't have one, please find one. Even if it's not the whole day, but you find a good, solid block of time that you do nothing. You can, or you do something for pleasure, because you deserve that. You deserve that. All right, beloveds. I actually do need some more water, so I'm going to get off this and go get some water. Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you at 9 a.m. And please catch us on Facebook Live tomorrow, because forget what Jesse's doing this weekend, but Jesse has an obligation this weekend. So Reverend David is going to be with us, and he hasn't been with us. He was briefly, it was for Christmas, but we haven't had him on the stage in the last year and a half. And he is gonna be our speaker tomorrow. He is gonna have the talk, the sermon, whatever you want to call it, and it'll be good. And so if you don't catch us live on Facebook, you can always scroll back or go to the Creative Life Spiritual Center YouTube channel. That's the name of it. Google it, check it out. And I have a YouTube channel as well where all of this goes, because I don't want to clutter up the center's YouTube channel. So you can find me on YouTube under the Running Rev Ryan. Because all of this is on there. I am about a week behind. I'll catch up today and tomorrow. So do what you need to do to have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow. And know that you are loved. So open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven now. It's all around you. Because it's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. And the fastest way to find it is to look for the good, to look for the beauty. And those of us who love nature, it's easy for us to find. Nothing better than giving a peanut to a squirrel to find heaven. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself. Find that block of time to do nothing. You're a human being, not a human doing. All right? Take care of yourself.